welcome back to the Crew 2 Hotshots. Noob does Summit number 10, I think we are meanwhile. The Flying Germans. This time it is a premium summit, and that means that there are some cars to win. More specifically, the Porsche 718 Cayman Wasp Edition. Let's first see how we did in last week's Trouble Paradise. Demolition Derby thing. 1481st. That's not even that bad, because this is the score that we did last week in the live stream. I have not been back to improve these scores because I was not interested in the Destruction Derby Rumble to Trash. We won a fame pack, some spare parts. They will become a bit more important later on. We had the red Rofo tire, and we won the multicolor smoke. Seeing we have platinum, we win all of these things. Let's collect them. That is that. Now let's have a look. We have next week we can win a fame magnet set for a hypercar. That is in the American way, all American cars I'm assuming. We have the Red Bull Spirit here, that suggests a bit of motocross, a bit of Alpha GP I'm assuming. Those are the Red Bull vehicles that I immediately recall. Also you have that the buggy there, the Hub One thing, that also has a Red Bull livery I think, so also Rally Raid might be a possibility next week. Till July the 17th, it says over here. July the 17th is also the day when they will do a live stream with some more information about future summits, future vehicles, and so on, and whatever else they come up with. Past versus present. There we can win the Ferrari 365 GTB4 Competizione. In case you have that car, as always, with these gold rewards, you will get bucks instead. You will sort of get the price that you paid when you bought it refunded. And then coming soon, it says Polar Rush. That is a placeholder, that Polar Rush thing, but because that is they have not loaded the new summits into the game files yet. But there will be new summits after July the 24th. So this Polar Rush thing, which is one of the first summits, will not come back. This is just a placeholder for now, till they updated the game files. But that's something that they will reveal in the stream on July the 17th, and I'm assuming they will give us some more information about other stuff as well. Like I, for instance, know that speed glitch that everybody's using, or at least a lot of people out there, that is fixed, but I don't know if it's patched already. I know there was a maintenance this morning, so but I don't know exactly what they have done in there. I'm assuming it just has to do with the anniversary week that they have uploaded. We have a fame pack, 150,000 followers, which is a bit strange. Normally in a premium summit we get 200,000 followers. On the website I think it also says 200,000 followers. So we will see what we get for it. But yellow tire is what we win if you can get a silver medal. The gold is for Alpha GP, a score breaker set with, by the looks of it, drag bump and slipstream on it. But this is like, yeah, it's only a part of the set. Just like we had with the boosted parts from the drift. Legendary, let's see, yeah, I think on the website it said 3 parts, and then one of the next weeks, let's have a look. Over here in the Red Bull Spirit, you will win the rest of the set of those exact same parts. They are boosted. Drag bump and slipstream normally can go to 8%, I think, if you recalibrate it. So that probably means that these parts will have 10%. Yeah, personally, don't find it such an interesting set, because as always when it comes to racing and times, you need a nitrochemist set, not really a scorebreaker set. And then of course the Porsche Cayman, the 718 GT4 Wasp Edition. That is what we are playing for. Let's have a look at it. We have 3 escapes. Oh boy, we also have some problems, I see, because we do not have the 918 Spider hypercar. That is a pretty expensive one. I know there is a Summit pack available. I checked it out, but I already bought the Golf with some crew credits. I already have the BMW bike, and I have the Porsche 959. I already have on this driver, so the only thing left in that pack is the Mercedes C63, which I don't really need, because I have a Porsche and a couple of BMWs and Mercedes already in touring car, I've noticed. So the only thing that I actually need to buy is the Porsche 918, and it's 806,000, which we do not have. So we're gonna have to do a few of the other events first, and then hopefully we make enough money to get over 800,000 so we can buy the Porsche. That would be the most interesting to do, I'm guessing. But we will see. The escape, yeah, that's also going to be a problem, I think. This flying German thing is something that we could also play in the preview of Hot Shots. Some of us were invited, TPC members and some other people as well from YouTube and journalists and so on. And we could play a preview of the Hot Shots, and one of the summits that we played there was this thing. If those escapes are still the same as they were in the preview, although we have reported some issues with them, yeah, then it's going to be a bit of a problem. The first one here, let's have a look. That's Lake Mead. That's not really a problem. Because that is basically with a boat and you jump. The problem there is the dam jump, as you will see later. Over here, let's have a look. Storm Drain. Yep-a-dibba-doo. We will see which one it is, but if I think it is the one, I think it's still the same. If that is the one that starts in the slipway in Los Angeles, yeah. Then you're gonna see scores of 128 to 130 kilometers here. Some people will drive all the way to New York. And this one, let's have a look. Also here, of course. Lamborghini Huracan Performante, Lamborghini Egoista, Jaguar. The Jaguar is with muddy on it. The Lamborghini and the the Huracan, the Egoista, those guys are glitch abusers. They are using the 719.9 kilometer glitch first gear thing. The Jaguar CX-75 and the Suzuki GSX-R bikes are muddy. They have muddy on it, which makes them go faster, which is another one of those problems. As although it is an Orange family skill test, everybody's doing it in hypercars and street race bikes, and we have an Alpha GP here. The first rally raid bike is in 18th place here with 7,500 meters. Yippee! It's looking to be very promising again. This is a Powerboat. If I'm not mistaken, it's Uberdam. Over here we have restricted to BMW bikes. As far as I know, there is only one, that is the R1200 GS, so we're gonna have to use that one. This is a Golf GTI street race. That is, if I'm not mistaken, Harlem East, if I remember correctly. This is the American Petrol Race Rallycross, but we have to do it in a rally raid Porsche 959. And the hypercar event, if I am not mistaken, if I remember correctly, is Latrell Parts number 2. The touring car with a Germany restriction, meaning you can only use German touring cars, is Serial Jumpers, and that's the new track. Hello, Agarsi. Yeah, this Serial Jumpers I already showed all of this thing in the preview of the hotshots, but that is a bit of a... It's a proper track. It takes a touring car outside of a circuit. It's a proper trap. The only problem there is that they thought it was a good idea to put like 15 to 20 of those stupid wooden ramps in the middle of the road. So that's going to be a matter of looking for the road next to it, because obviously hanging in the air you lose all your speed, you lose seconds. We're going to have to drive next to these things. But we'll see what we do. We first need to get some money as well, because we need to get that 918. So we're going to start, as always, trying to get 100,000 points in all these things. And then get the bonus of 100,000 points, 1 million total. But that's not going to be good enough, more than likely, because there's a car to win. Then the scores go up to 1.1. Sometimes, like for the Red Fury edition, it was almost 1.2 million that you needed to have to get into the top 3,000 on PC at least. Last week, on the other hand, worst summit ever. I think the score didn't even reach 800,000 or something. So yeah, 840,000 or something I think it was on PC, which is like, yeah, it's a ridiculous score. It never ever has been under 1 million. But yeah, that's what you get if you bring in Destruction Derby events into a summit. It has a place in PvP, but it does not have a place in a competitive summit. We will see what it is this week. Trouble as always, probably. As long as they do not restrict these skill tests to one discipline, one of these skill tests, or sometimes 2 or 3 of them, will always be a problem. Let's have a look here. I do not have the Frauscher on this driver, obviously. I can also not buy it because I need my money for the Porsche. Yabba-doo. Oh, and this thing is not even upgraded. That is also very promising. So we don't have a... although it is also, because it's anniversary week, there is better loot out there again. Just like with Christmas and Easter event. Only this time it's only for a week instead of 2 weeks. So I might do a snipper session later today or tomorrow or so. Try to get some better parts from these things. Let's first see what we can do here. Yeah, we can get like 330, 340 sort of constantly without losing too much nitro. With the Frauscher we almost do 400 obviously, with some nitro chemical set on it. A lot depends on this jump. Here you break or lose it. It's as simple as that. That was way too long in the air, I think. And also my lean forward didn't seem to work. Lean forward on that jump, and just before you land, you lean backwards again. Yeah, this is a big problem with this boat. The circle already catches up with me. That is no good, because normally we have to keep on sailing or driving or whatever you want to call it, and finish here somewhere. Here is sort of where most people will finish, maybe even a bit further. So yeah, with our under-leveled boat here, that's gonna be a problem. Nevertheless, we scored 120,000 points in it. Let's see what people are doing here. 6,016. Yeah, we already had with a few friends. World record at this moment is 6,016 meters, but with a few friends we already had 6,100 meters on the skill test itself in free roam. So this is not going to last at 6,016. I'm going to skip that yellow one for now. Let's first going to have a look on this one. It is indeed still the same. Forget about rally rate. That's not going to work. Well, it will work, but you can also use a monster truck, fly through the trees. That's all possible. But more than likely, we're going to end up with this thing here. Formula 1 car, if you can handle the drag car, then it will be a drag car. You can also try a hovercraft, obviously. It all comes down to the jump to the road. Do you make it or not? Thank you very much, sir. Is there somewhere? Oh yes, thank you very much. Yep, there we go again. We're gonna have need a few attempts to reach that road. Spend the minimap, might help a little bit. These pop-ups notification. Really? Jump over these rocks and then we need to find the road there somewhere. Where is it? Again, over there. Yeah. So we have to go through here and find this road, but then with a bit of better jump obviously, because now it's gonna catch up with me. Here it will catch up with me because our jump was not good. There is the red circle. Yeah. That is no good aim. 64,000, as I said, it is no good. That jump needs to be spot on. You need to have one big jump onto the road. I think I can do like 8,000-9,000 meters, something like that. But I saw that some people already did 35 kilometers. Yeah, not ideal. A bit too much to the left, but at least it's better than before. There also does not seem to be traffic, which is might be temporarily, I don't know, but I remember in the preview I was hitting a lot of cars here. Oh, there is traffic. Spoke too soon. Was not the ideal. You go a little bit further, you end up on the highway there somewhere. $130,000. But yeah, what is that in the overall? 64th, I mean. But yeah, that's of course you see like a bunch of egoistas, either with muddy or more than likely the glitch abusers, like the first guy there, 35 kilometers. Yo. Now we come to this thing. Do you have a moment? Storm drain. Oh yes, it's still the same. Although we reported this thing and they said they were gonna replace it, they didn't. Also here it comes down to one jump. If I make the jump, you can better take a seat because we're gonna drive a bit. 60-70 kilometers. Okay. That was the jump that I failed. You can do this in the drag car obviously as well. Because you, what you want to do is you want to get to this highway and off we go. Also here it seems to be less traffic. Is that the new patch they did? Probably. There was a patch this morning. Because normally it's crowded with traffic here. It also might be that it is depending on the time of the day or so. Although I don't know what time it is in game, but let's expand the minimap a bit. Yeah, this is also annoying as hell. Because it's one long straight, here and there you have a corner, but other than that, what we're looking for is the other highway, which goes all the way to Dallas, Miami area, and then if you're fast enough, you can even go up north to New York, Niagara Falls area. You can do 130 kilometers. Maybe not in a Formula 1, but definitely in a drag car. It comes down to one specific hairpin, if I remember correctly, and there you need to be ahead of the red circle. If you can make that hairpin, then you're out of there and it will never catch up. We're not there yet. Now I don't have nitro, I don't have refill on this thing, so I don't know if we're gonna make it. We'll see. Oh yeah, probably not like this, because this is where you need to cut it. Yeah. Because I hit that tree and it's stuck in the off-road here now. The red circle is gonna catch me, I think. Because this is the hairpin section here. If you can survive this and get away in time. Ah, he just catch me because I hit the tree. If you survive this corner, you can go on and on and on all the way to Dallas, Miami area, which would result in the maximum points of 150,000 something, I think. 83 kilometers. They're not even driving that far. I know that somebody like Huayra or so, he will go 128, 130 kilometers, something like that, which brings you all the way northeast, eastwards of the Niagara Falls, and that is as far as you can go because that's the end of the map. And then you just have to wait till the red circle catches up with you, because you can't go back because then you drive into it, and that will result in 150,000 points or something like that. But for our first score, this is good enough, eh? And also, yeah, doing the 3 skill tests, that brought us about 1,000 bucks. Very interesting. Let's see the Powerboat, what we have here. Let's have a look again. I also need to write down these things here, because I also made another Google document with all the past summits and such. So I need to know the names of these skill tests as well, fortunately. That is the street one. The other one is the blue one, and the off-road is, I don't even know, didn't check the name of these things. The High Sierra. Okay, no, that's that. Powerboat. Let's have a look. What is that? That is the Uberdam. No restriction, so we can use all our powerboats. Yeah, in my case that will be very simple. I don't have the Frauscher on this driver, so I'm gonna have to use that offshore Mark 1. This one is uncontrollable. This one has a pretty good speed, but it doesn't take the corners that well. And this one takes corners very well, but doesn't have that high speed, so yeah. I have to go with the offshore. But normally if you have the Frauscher, it's gonna be the Frauscher that is the fastest powerboat. Highest speed and such. Why am I also here? Yeah. Don't worry too much about checkpoints because they trigger even if you drive next to them. Of course, not miles away, but and here we have that same jump again, the same as in the skill test, which is a bit of a problem. It's sort of the same route that you take as in the skill test. I do believe that they are intending to change the summit events because now they're always normal. But they were intending to change it to either normal or hardcore, so that you at least can get some better parts. But 122.4 with a boat which isn't upgraded, that's not even that bad. 119,000 points. So far we are doing okay with our weekly goal of 100,000 points, but yeah, of course it is a premium summit, so we have to gonna work a bit on this. Yeah, very nice yellow part. That's also not helpful. We should get these two parts, but yeah, like always, for the boat it's usually the rudder, for a car it's usually the exhaust, but there's always one part which stays behind. But nevertheless, now with that live reward thing going for the anniversary week, I can probably fly around a little bit and upgrade as much vehicles as I can, or as much disciplines as I can. The rally rate. Let's have a look what that is. Salt Lake City. Okay. Salt Lake City. I think I put the parts on the bike already, but we'll check it to be sure. We do have the BMW bike, and we do have parts on it, although it's a mix of yellow and purple, but it is maxed out. So we'll see. Let's do that one. And see what we can do.
2, 1.
Stay focused on the route and you'll ace this.
Oh. That's still on the setup for let's try that. Bit of a different route we're gonna take, because this one is not fast enough, I think. I'm gonna take that first ramp on the left there though.
You're gonna ace this. I know it.
Yeah. This setup way too stiff for the it was one of those slipstream tracks, I think, that we made it a pretty steep setup, and then it doesn't suit it well. Holy moly, moly, moly. Noob driver in action.
You'll make awesome time. I know it.
In view, that might help a little bit. Get a better idea what the bike actually does. Also here, don't nitro because you're like on the top speed. Just a waste of nitro. I know that car is broken. But if you just happen to lose the grip over there. But yeah, I'm not a super fan of rally raid as it is. This track is okay, but there are some other tracks I totally have no idea what the route is. Or the route, whatever you guys call it. Depending a bit where you are. In Europe we say route, in America they say route. All these ramps, very interesting, but don't take them, you will lose time. And then we have the annoying finish part as well, obviously. In the Las Vegas dune area there.
Well, damn. You must have
230, whatever that means, we will see. What is the verdict? 117,000 points. We're still on schedule. But the more we can score over the 100,000, the better, of course, seeing it is a premium summit. I can win at least 10,000 points in that one escape because I can do 70-80 kilometers. Just have to survive that. So that's already something where we can win. What else do we have here? The Golf GTI. Okay. Pot to parts already on there. I do have yellow parts here with Nitro Chemist set, I think.
3,
Harlem East it is. Okay.
2, 1.
That of course is very annoying. They pick this track. Because we have this thing here. Nice arrows, just right through them. When we reset, faster than going around the block. Still not fixed. Reported several times. Checkpoint placement never was there 4K, but if we report it, they should put extra checkpoints there. They've done it on some tracks. The White Rocks Hills, I think, in Hypercar, they already put some extra checkpoints, but not enough yet. Sorry, coming through. It's also an option, go over the footpath. Oh, nice. It was a new one. Yeah, you need to figure out where exactly to press the reset, because you can end up on all kind of situations on that corner. Sliding all over the place. Of all the tracks that they couldn't pick, they always seem to manage to pick these tracks where they have reset cuts and all that kind of bullshit. Also, that already they reported several times, suggested several times to disable the reset. At least in the summit events. In free roam they can leave it be, but in a competitive aspect you need to take in consideration all those things and just get rid of them. Which was also a lousy time. What did I do there? 248? 233. Okay, very interesting time. Rally rate. Okay, rally rate it is. Porsche 959. We do have that car, but I'm assuming we don't have parts on it. Of course not, because the parts are on the bike. Frenetic on this one. 3% pure. 2.8, but it also has extra pump, this one, so I'm gonna put this one on. We might need to make... Oh. This has better pure. And this has extra pump. Okay. We'll take this setup. Settings. Oh my god. Back to the goal. Let's have a look. The setup is okay normally. But seeing this is a rallycross track, it's a combo event. It's a rally raid, but we have to use it on the rallycross track. We will see. We'll do a run like this, but I think we're probably going to have to bring the gearbox down a bit. Put it more on acceleration. But we'll see. This is the American Petrol race. Which is 2 laps. Including the big ski jump.
3,
And it is taking place in the snow.
1.
Get out of my way. They're really close to close. Seeing they have the rallycross vehicles and the acceleration, they sort of keep up with you, at least in the first lap. Lean forwards to land faster. Sort of hear that the gearing is a bit too long. Probably have to shorten it. Yeah, we need yellow parts, we need nitro parts, that's what we need. But still, 130,000 points. I think we're sort of on schedule to get 1.1 million at this moment in time. 880,000 with 2 events to go. But we're gonna have to redo a couple of events. Because we don't have enough money for that Porsche 918. Yeah. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Serial jumpers. Yeah. Whoever thought it was a good idea to put a bunch of ramps on a track, I have no idea. We're gonna go use the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup. That's where I put the parts on. You can use any German touring car. BMW, Audi, Mercedes, Porsche, whatever you have in your garage. And then it's a matter of figuring out which one is the fastest. I can't tell you that because I don't know. We know that the Maserati is the fastest touring car. The LaFerrari or the Ferrari FX6K it's not that bad either. But from the Germans, I can't really tell you what the best is. I'm just gonna go with this Porsche and see if it works or not. And we will look in the leaderboard what the people are using. That will give us an idea.
1.
Ramp number 1, no thank you. Ramp number 2 I think we need to take. Ramp number 3, no thank you. Okay, maybe I need to aim a little bit better. Let's first figure out which ones we can avoid. I think you can go left on this one. Number 4, yep. 5 and 6 you can take on the right. Oh, here we have to go left again. And here, need to pay attention there for the rally, the train crossing there. Also, that one can be avoided if you want. The next one is probably one you have to take, seeing you have to sort of jump to that checkpoint there. And try to get on the road. Now I can't remember exactly. Yeah, these big ones definitely need to avoid those, because you're hanging 2-3 seconds in the air if you don't. Another one. All very interesting, these ramps, but not if you want to be fast. Another one of these big ones, avoid. Here you have no choice. Yeah, you have to go over the bridge, and there is one. No choice. This one can be avoided. Here you can zigzag between them. Oh, this could have been avoided. Now I need to take 2. It's a proper track, if it was not for those stupid ramps. All for the fun, eh? It can be fun for kids and casuals, I don't know, I don't understand it. Summit is a competitive environment. These ramps make no sense. $242, if I do this with all the ramps with the same car, I probably end up with it 3 minutes or so. But it needs to go faster though. But we're still on schedule. We have 997,000 points. Which leaves us, which I think is lateral part number 2 for the hypercar 980. But we don't have enough money for it. We are lacking 90,000. Let me think about this. Now, you can do a couple of these events over and over again. That's a possibility. We can also go no, we're gonna do something else. We need about 90,000 bucks. I'm gonna check something, if I have it or not. If not, yeah, then we have to redo a couple of events. I do have the Harley Street Glide. Aha, that's very interesting. So what we are going to do is take these parts up. We put them on the Harley Davidson. Go to activities and we look for the Harley Davidson race. There it is. and we put that thing in ace mode, and that should give us enough money to buy the Porsche 918. This is about an 8-minute race, 10-minute race, something in that area. It used to be longer, but in the technical test it was longer when we played it, but for some reason they shortened it a little bit.
3, 2, 1.
Maybe it would have been interesting if I put some bender parts on it. Didn't think of that. Bender saves you nitro on a bike, because if you lean forward with bender on it, it keeps your speed, which means you don't have to use that much nitro. Bit of a wide corner. Traffic appearing and disappearing in the distance somewhere. I saw that we have to do this track in a Dodge in next week's American Summit thing. So yeah, that's mainly gonna be find the best way up the mountain here. Rock. Yeah, there seems to be less traffic on the road though. Did they patch that? Possibly. Ace moved. More than a minute behind or whatever. 56 seconds. It's what you get when you don't put your checkpoints where they should be. Yo, Mr. What up? We are doing the summit, but we did not have enough money for the Porsche 918. That's why we are doing this Harley race in between, which should give us enough to buy the Porsche. Under 10 minutes easily, you can do that. And it gives you almost 100,000 bucks. So if you need quickly, next to that also some decent parts normally. And we also found a box. Okay, but we're not gonna open that with street race. That's sort of like the only thing that we have upgraded. Okay, that doesn't matter. Right, close enough. Switch to the boat. Yeah. Come on. Come on, man, that was it. Bar doesn't feel fast enough. Nope. I need really to put myself against it, I think. Goes downhill anyway, even if I hit the brakes it rolls down, so you have to come up with a bit further solution. That worked. That's exactly what we needed. As you can see, with the anniversary event, 7 parts in this box. We have another loot which we don't really need. We don't need this one, we need yellow. Here we have another 250 and a 234, because that's the other thing, you get a little bit better parts. Which already upgrades our boat a little bit more. That solved that already. We also want some let's see, we don't need that. No, don't need that either. We will keep that. Although I have a score breaker set already, I think. In street. That's that. Now, catalog. I think we just have enough to get a Porsche now. 806,000. Yep. Which leaves us with 5,000 bucks. Now we need parts on that thing, obviously. Where are my parts? On the Hurricane? Yep, by the looks of it. Always a bit of messing. Drag bump is the same, bulldozer sensor. There we go for bulldozer. Settings, let's have a look. That one shorter probably. Usually the case. 2, 3, 3, 4. Camber, no. Doesn't work with a hypercar or what? Apparently it's like this. We will see how it actually is like this. We'll see. We'll see how it works. If not, we will change it a bit. Back to the summit. Now we can do lateral part number 2 because we have the car now.
Three, two, one.
Let's change the limits, I think. Let's see what the verdict is. 125,000. Let's see. 1,223,168 points, which is good enough for 26th at the moment. Is that good enough? That's the question. We are about 10 hours into the summit. There are already 4,000 people ranked. Maybe the score will be good enough for the top 3,000. Maybe not. But we can improve here and there. That's for sure. Let's see if we can survive this thing. That hairpin one time. Let's check. Do I have the Egoista on this driver? I don't think so. Can of course try to use the drag car. The Chiron is also a possibility. Might be even a better possibility. I had no idea I had. What's this here? What's a blue part doing in my thing here? Oh my god. This is wrong. Did it with the Formula 1 car. But this Chiron, especially on the highway, can go faster. So we'll see. Oh my god, I hit the pole again. Okay. What is going on here? Camera from behind, maybe. Let's see what happens. This thing too wide to get in between those cars might be also possible. Yo, thank you very much. Thank you very much, mister. RJ, whatever. Oh, stay here. Yo, they still do that? Really? Still the same thing they did in the Crew 1. AI traffic. If they go onto a bridge on the highway, they change lanes. But I thought they didn't do that anymore. Apparently they do. As well do 470 with this thing than with the Formula 1 car. So, and if you have some nitro boost and have more frenetic on it, then it can go even faster with this thing than with the Formula 1 car. Normal way, not talking about those stupid glitch users that are all there in the top. Don't have the acceleration. acceleration in this thing, obviously only the speed. The red circle is already coming and we still need to do the cut here, which is annoying as hell. Because there are a lot of those trees. So we did not survive. Let's try the Formula 1 car again. If you can survive that hairpin, you're gone for the rest of the day. You really are. Then you can drive all the way to Dallas. I need to get faster to that hairpin. Then it will be this too. Not exactly sure what you need to get 150,000 points. Probably 25 kilometers or so will do it. There is a bump there just before you jump, and that makes it you very often are going to hit that pole. What are you driving, man? If it makes a jump, you can get some slipstream. Yo, yo, yo. Priority is that hairpin. Where we do not have, we have the disappearing traffic. Somewhere in the distance you have traffic. By the time you get there it disappears. That is convenient. That's exactly what we need. Not that it matters that much. Like here, it doesn't matter that much. You can drive in between the yellow lines. They can put it full of traffic here. Does not matter. Puppy. Come on, move. We were there though, but we messed it up again, I think. Maybe not. Oh, yeah. If we don't hit that tree, we were gone for the rest of the day. 145. I'm gonna have a look on the leaderboard what we actually need here. What do people 9 track car. As you can see, everybody scores the same. So what do you need? Oh, 48,000. I think you need 50 kilometers to get the maximum score of 157,849. Which is a matter of surviving that hairpin there, and then you're gone. And then it just becomes a cruise towards the Dallas, Miami area. And that's usually good enough for 70. Oh, yeah. Really? How come there are people in this session again? Here we come to the critical point again. Don't really have control of this car here on the off-road. Maybe need to put some muddy on it. Yep. Can't hit traffic. You cannot hit traffic. You can of course take a drag car, but I don't feel like doing drag cars. I drove those things for 3 years in the Crew 1. Annoying as hell. Every skill test needs to be done with a drag car. Which also makes me totally not understand why they did not restrict this in the second game. Some more options if they just restrict it to one discipline. Like this, make it street race or hypercar or whatever. Yeah, hypercar is also not of course now with that glitch. But once the glitch is fixed. Not again. Of course, try to stay on the road. That's also a possibility. Made it this time. Yep. See you. See you, red circle. It's always a bit too close to it. Awesome. 20 kilometers. $152,000. Okay, let's see. What does that do? Gives us about 7,000 points more than we had before we did this. 19th. Okay. Escape. See, we are in the Formula 1 car. Let's try this one again. Interesting. I'm under the ground. Yeah, also this, just like with the other escape, it all comes down to the jump in the beginning. A bit more to the right, I think. Yeah. Slow it down and then fly through the trees here. Yeah. Almost. Well, that will work as well. Double jump. It's not the plan, but we adjust to the circumstances. Need to brake before that jump there, because otherwise you have air time. Bridge. Just make it to the bridge this time. Now we need to get to the highway. Which is not gonna succeed. No. 8,008 meters. Which gives us 13,000 points more. And it moves us up to 12th overall at the moment. 1,244,000. Cruise fly. We need 2,000 points. We cannot let a dev beat us. That is not possible. What are people doing here actually? 228. Nice. Nice. Slipstreaming. Oh yeah, that's what I was about to see, is what are we actually using here. Top players please. 911 GT3 Cup. Okay, they're indeed using the car that I used, so. The Audi might work as well. BMW is probably too wide the Z4 might work. Because yeah, you have these ramps that you need to avoid constantly.
3, 2, 1.
We're gonna win this easy peasy lemon squeezy.
We'll take this one out. Or we can do faster as it is because we flipped over on that first ramp the first time we tried it. That was one big tree. The more I do that track, the more I think, why are these ramps here? That makes no sense. Avoid them. Seeing they're in the middle of the bridge. Pretty random this one. Oh, this is the zigzag. .243. That's what I thought. We were faster the first time.
Three, two,
put the gearbox a bit higher. Get some more speed on the longer straights. Seven. I'm on PC, Joe. Let's see. 9th. Okay. Got you, Mr. Dev. Beaten by a Noob. Okay. 1,248,000. Will it be good enough for the Wasp Edition 718 or not? That's the question to be. I don't know. We will see. It's a bit of a dilemma here. I need some money. 63,000 bucks. But yeah, we also have the live crates this week. So if I fly around with these planes or so, fly from one box to another, open some boxes with all these different vehicles, I might be able to get all the yellow sets for this thing. And for the ones that I do not have upgraded yet. Let's see. How bad is it? That's a helicopter we don't need to upgrade. The plane air race is 270, okay. This aerobatic plane, we definitely need to get some parts. If they ever come up with an aerobatic skill, no, not a skill, but an event, then we need some parts there. Hovercraft is also very poor, so we need to open some boxes with the hovercrafts. Powerboat, we are missing one part, and then we can start thinking about yellow parts. Jet sprint is okay. So we need to find the sets now. Alpha GP is fine. Touring car is fine. Destruction Derby, whatever. I don't need it. I don't want it. Monster truck is definitely something we need. Can't remember the name, but I think in the preview one of those summit tests had a monster arena. So we need monster truck, yellow parts, gifted on it. Oh boy. Rallycross is also a problem. We're still missing parts there. Yeah. Motocross also a problem. Rally rate is fine and street race is fine. So we need to go leave it as is, keep an eye on it, and hopefully it is good enough. Well, if I remember correctly, the Red Fury edition, which was the hardest fought summit, also the most played summit, was 1.190, I think. But of course, meanwhile we are 5-6 weeks into this thing, people have better parts. They have score breaker skills, they have nitro parts, so people do faster times and better scores. So I'm assuming that we are slightly going towards the 1.2 million mark if there is a car to win. So we will see. At this moment in time, with about 10 hours into the summit, I am 9th overall with 1.248, with basically a mix of purple and green and blue parts, here and there yellow. No set active at all. The only set that I had was I think on the Golf, and even on that Harman East track, that time can be improved for sure. So we will see if it's good enough. I can always come back and do some more driving, especially on the Harlem East can be improved, that the rally rate can be improved, Powerboat can be improved. So we have some improvements possible. Also that escape, there is still 5,000 points there. I need, if I can survive that second corner. So if I fly around for parts and I find the nitro set that I can put on the Formula 1 car with some Frenetico, or then I should be able to get the 157,000. So there's 5,000 points in there if needed. There are a few thousand points here and there. But yeah, that will be it for this one. Time to switch to my main driver, where we do have all the yellow sets, and see what we can do there. I will see you guys in the next one, and bye for now.